All right, we back at it. Homegrown, of course. Chuck Dizzle DJ Hed, live from the Fab Factory Studios.
Shout out to Fab Factory Studios.
Yeah, man.
Wait.
What?
Wait.
What
I
happened?
forgot. So look, before we get into conversation, I have you my nigga, right?
Anytime somebody start off,
Yeah, I just got
With-
a favor to ask.
I
just remember
Why
when-
did you just ask for the
When
favor?
hearing you do the intro made me remember.
Let me hear what is it?
Can we switch seats?
Why?
You want me to tell you the truth?
This is your good side.
Because the way PB be having this camera, I be looking at it, I'm insecure about the way my tooth sit on this side. So as a real nigga, I'm just telling you the truth. Yeah, listen.
Come on, man. God. This about it.
So look.
Wow.
So yeah, I just peeped that, right? So look.
So this whole time you wasn't looking at the interviews?
No, I look at it, but I never remember to say nothing. When you see something, you say something.
Okay, well,
So
here we are.
when you did the intro, that reminded
He's
me.
like, wait.
That
You didn't want to say cut. Oh, get your bitters too.
yeah. So
Take that. So
that reminded me when you started it, I was like, oh yeah, let's switch up. I'm working on
it
myself.
looks
though.
a little brighter on this side too.
I'm working on myself. I got a.
Did you make it brighter because of his skin tone on this side, BB? It feel a little brighter on this side. All right, we'll see how this
Are you
works.
saying I'm a darkie?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying. What's the one the term that you used for the camera? This the term you
ISO.
always the ISO. You had to turn the ISO up.
No, he
Or
didn't.
down?
No, he
I don't
didn't.
know
Just
what that
so
mean.
look.
Okay.
I got. I went and got mold. You said what? I went and got mold for it. I got the Invisalign shit.
Oh, so you gonna fix it?
I'm fixing it.
So maybe
but it
we
ain't
should
fixed.
we should see it in real time then.
Yeah. Well,
we should see it every.
I gotta go get my
every-
new trays. My top fronts don't fit because I don't know. They I don't know. But the bottoms fit. So I've been
Wouldn't it-
using the bottoms, but
Would it make more sense to look at it week by week since you discovering yourself?
nah,
And
they gotta
you-
go month by month. It's gonna be a minute.
Okay.
My shit fucked
So
up.
you gonna come back in a month?
What you mean?
Are we going?
Switch? Oh, you want to
switch it back?
No, we
see
switch
the-
when I'm done with the treatment.
How long is the treatment gonna take?
About 13 months, depending on how. About 13 to 18 months, depending on how long. Because I gotta wear that Invisalign 18 hours a day. They said to only take it out when I'm eating, and that's gonna be really hard for me.
But you don't have them right now.
No. Well, I have the trays, but the only bottom ones fit, so I haven't been wearing it.
So they gave you the trays. They fitted for your mouth,
I did molds twice.
and they still haven't fit.
They still didn't fit. That's what I'm telling you. That's why we switched seats.
All right.
Well-
You know what? I'm willing to make that small sacrifice.
I appreciate
It's all
you,
good.
King.
I do. Since we appreciate it, I do want to say thank you to each and everybody that reached out to us from last week, from when we posted the latest episode up until today. You know, people responding in the comments. People just responding in favor of our decision to be very transparent on the latest,
Very vulnerable episode,
podcast.
I must say.
And thank you to PB. Y'all got to thank PB, man.
Oh, I wanted to talk
PB.
about that.
Why?
Because we was about to just do a show, right?
Man, PB was like, nah.
And PB was like, "Hold up."
Yeah.
Now, for y'all that don't know, PB been with us 2 years. He makes it clear that
Yo,
we know this. He's like, I've been with y'all 2 years now, and
He's like, yo, you know it's been my 2 year anniversary.
Listen, man.
You know, I've been here 2 years, and this
y'all
what I
ain't making
think.
no money.
Right. He said, "Y'all, man, this wasn't in the job description in the beginning." But I've been here. He said, "I wouldn't have mentioned this in the beginning, but since I've been here 2 years, I
Yeah.
feel like it's only right."
Right. So
Hey,
he sat
stand
us
on that,
down
PB.
and had a real conversation.
Yeah.
It was like, look, y'all need to talk. Y'all need to tell the truth. What's going on?
Where y'all been?
What's going on?
I think we mentioned it at the end of the episode last.
It
week.
wasn't as in depth.
Okay, so shout out to PB first of all, because y'all wouldn't have got
Visuals
that
by
episode.
PB.
Yeah, y'all wouldn't have got that episode. Secondly, thank you to each and every one that reached out to us. That, you know, whether you checked in, whether you said I'm going through this as well, whether you
I didn't realize that many people was going through the same thing,
Bro.
and I think that's what you get. That's
Exactly.
the benefit of expressing yourself
Yeah.
in certain ways and arenas.
It's a vulnerable moment, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's a vulnerable situation to be in, to tell people what you're going through. But I think it was necessary, not only for us, like even in the conversation, chopping it up with you and having conversations off and on air with you guys about, you know, the things that we're going through. It's kind of like I walked away with a moment of clarity, like more clarity that I've had in the past. And it's like, okay,
What kind of
I'm not the
clarity?
only one. And it's okay to be in the space of not knowing. It's like most of the time for me, it's like, if I don't know, it's like, yo, what is going on? What's like, I walked away before like, yo, what is wrong with me? Because I don't know. I'm used to knowing at least how to navigate it, or at least to say, okay, I can sit for a couple of months, or this is what I need to do. But before, like prior to recording, I'm just like, yo, okay, this is taking longer than I expected. And from the responses that I've been getting from people, either A, oh, you're going through the same thing. Okay, cool. B, yeah, I've dealt with the same situation, and this is what I've learned to do from it. Even one of the things you said in the podcast last week, and what I've been hearing too, is being the moment of if you're uncertain about something, learn to give, right? Mm-hmm. And things come from that, and it's like, okay, being able to sit and resonate with that, just a lot of gems. And I'll probably read a message or two that I've gotten from people. But
yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to see what you've got from people.
What I got from people was, damn, I'm going through the same thing. Mm-hmm. People been reaching out, hitting me up, show support. But what I found, it wasn't really about people reaching out to me, as more so as me seeing people react to it. Yeah. Because the people's reaction to it showed me like, okay, I'm not tripping. Yeah. It's like, it's a universal thing. It's not just us. It's not just me. It's bigger than us. And it's bigger than me and you. Mm-hmm. And then also the other part is, I realized it kind of gave me a reframe on what we do and why we do it. Absolutely. Because it's not about like, oh yeah, we went viral. We got the Daz interview and we got the Corrupt interview and it's like, yeah, that's true. And salute to that. But I noticed even in the engagement, it was a difference because it just resonated with people differently when you being authentic, and why everybody, like my caption, why everybody is at the circus, you gonna get this authentic, vulnerability over here. That's what you gonna get. So I want to read this. Sometimes rudeness. Text that I got from the homie Tony, man. Shout out to Tony Price. And I usually I would give somebody a heads up, and I apologize for not even giving you the heads up that I was going to share this message. But this one really resonated with me. He reached out and just saying, look, you're not alone, but the feeling ain't forever. And so we got into a conversation, and what he left me with was this. He said, yeah, man, be patient with yourself. You are evolving into a new version of yourself. It's like the old you and the new you ain't on the same page. Like you're trying to run two different operating systems on the same laptop. The new you is a different dude. Get to know him, his motivations, his desires, his goals, his fears. It takes time, but there is light, opportunity, prosperity. And he continues to go on, man. It really sat with me, and the fact that somebody would take that time to really make sure that message sat with me, right? Mm-hmm. Got a call from the homie Fuzzy. Fuzzy, we chopped it up for a little bit. Yeah, man. And I don't want to name every single person that. It's not about that, but the fact that people reached out and the message was heard, and whether you said, yo, I'm going through the same thing, reach out to me if you ever need something in the future, if you just want to grab lunch or just talk or whatever. That felt good to know that I had, and not that I didn't know, but it's like sometimes it's reassuring to know that you have those resources or people on deck that you may not even know they're paying attention, but they're paying attention. You know what I mean? What's interesting? I always talk about like how I'm not the reassurance guy. Like I'm not the guy that's gonna come and be like, "Good job, Chuck." Yeah. I'm just never that guy. I'll be like, "Yeah, you fucking up." Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. But then I started to think about it, and I was like, okay, it's different levels of reassurance. But it's also like, it's not like you said, running two operating systems on the same laptop. That's something you can resonate with. I completely get that, because I'm like, how the fuck would that work? Right. It don't make sense. Do not compute. Windows, right. And you got to use Parallels or VMware in order to do that. So I get that. But what I'm saying is, it's possible, right? But it's just extra. Yeah. It's like, for me, like I was doing the same thing. For weeks, this crazy. That's the reason why I'm going there, is because I've been trying to do this for weeks, literally 3 weeks straight. I've been sitting in my laptop trying to remote into my PC at the house, right? Because whenever I'm out and about, I can like still work and use both my PC and my Mac, and it's just not hitting the way I needed to hit. And so I was like, been wrecking my brain. So, but then what I took away from what he said to you is, sometimes you just need two laptops. Sometimes you need two laptops. You know what I'm saying? And so now I'm thinking like, damn, because you know how to be, metaphorically speaking, you know how to be like, everybody, like one person can't be everything for you, right? Sometimes you need multiple people. So multiple people reaching out to you gave you different perspective.
Right.
So that's why when I'm listening to you talk, I'm like, okay, I need to rethink the way I'm approaching this in life. Like, okay, maybe I get this from this person and this from this person, as opposed to just trying to mold everything into this one laptop.
Yeah. Or sometimes what I'm learning too is sometimes the season in which you receive a message hits different too. Like if I hear something, what I feel like what people have been saying to me is no different than what I've been hearing from you, from Salas, from my wife, from my closest people. But the way somebody else explains it to me, or maybe the timing in which I received the message, or the fact that I've heard it frequently, you know what I mean? It can be a number of things where it's like, oh, I'm able to receive that message now, or I can apply it differently because it's been framed in a way where I can understand it. And that's the thing that I'm learning, I guess, overall. I'm learning to be patient with myself and how I receive this, and not to say, man, I have to act on this immediately, or man, I have to get this message right here and now. It's like, no, it doesn't happen that way. You know what I mean? I'm changing. I'm evolving. And that's okay. You know, it may not be as fast as it used to be, or I might. It's just that, and so I'm just learning myself a little different, and I'm learning to be patient with myself. So it's like, again, thank you to everybody that reached out, and I appreciate the fact that it resonated with so many people. And again, it let me know, like, okay, I'm not tripping. You know, press forward, figure it out, and, you know, take your time with it.
I'm not going to name everybody, but shout out to the homie Lil L from Compton. If you know, you know. But I talked to Lil L, and we had a really good conversation. He gave me that perspective, too. Like, you know, you really one of them ones, and, you know, like, everything is goofy out here. We still need that
balance.
Like, even if you have two sons.
Yes.
Even if they love ice cream and McDonald's, you still got to give them some vegetables,
right?
At some point. At some point,
yeah.
That's how I look at what we do.
With the vegetables. With the vegetables
people ain't a fan of the vegetables until they know.
Yeah, that's true.
Once you realize, like, damn, I really need this shit.
I need that, yeah.
Then that's how I look at us.
Yeah,
we the vegetables.
Homegrown vegetables. Okay, dang. The right vegetables. I mean,
well, I still not no bullshit. Like, I ain't gonna lie. This is no disrespect, right?
Here goes the disrespect. Go ahead. This ain't no disrespect. Here's a plate of disrespect.
No disrespect. You know it's a bullshit vegetable.
Which one?
Peas. Peas is a bullshit vegetable. Yeah. They just don't need to exist. And I know that's like, look, it's three things, right? It's peas, possums. Right. I know.
Okay, this is super random. Peas, possums. Go ahead. Continue.
Peas, possums, and fake eyelashes. They just don't need to exist. We could just get rid of all of that today, and I'll be okay.
Let me ask you this though: have you ever seen a girl with no eyelashes?
I mean, let's take them jokes. That's not okay. Look, no, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah. So, have you seen it though?
Yes, I saw Gina. One time with no eyelashes.
Oh damn! We gonna bring her into this, dog. Hey. So there's a clear. Listen.
Hey,
okay, finish.
Wait, I saw Gina.
That's wrong. Hey, Gina. The thoughts. Wait. Before he continues, Gina, I'm not approving this message. Okay.
Hey, she would. No, let me tell you what happened.
Yeah, tell us what happened.
Let me tell you what happened.
Go ahead.
Wait, she's so adamant about people not seeing her without lashes that we have been on. I'm talking about like literally. I'm not even joking. We have been on hours of calls, like FaceTime, whatever, right? Where she got these big ass stunner shades on,
because you
can't even see. You could it's covering half her forehead, right? Man. And she's like, I ain't got no lashes on. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see it.
She's like, when I tell you she had them stunner shades on day and night, everywhere, on FaceTime, at the function, everywhere. We went to go eat. We took a meeting, big stunner shades on, right?
So she don't want people to see it.
So when I finally saw
I already know what he gonna say.
When I finally saw, she didn't look that bad.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you said that.
I thought you was gonna clean that up.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna say. I thought he was gonna be like,
I don't want no smoke.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna say, I get it. I
don't want no smoke. I don't need Gina going on whole fashions.
Hell no.
Or back on, or none of that shit and talking nothing. Yeah, I don't want no smoke. I just thought it was funny But yeah, we could do away with those 3 things, and I'll be me personally.
You'll be okay with
I'll
that.
be okay with it. And red lipstick.
See, no, now you being extra.
You like red lipstick?
I don't have a preference on it. I don't care.
Do you like when your wife wear red lipstick?
I don't care. I don't mind. I've seen.
Do you like when your girl
I've actually seen her with red lipstick. I don't mind it.
Do you kiss your wife with lipstick on?
I have.
You don't care about that?
No.
Oh, man.
Why am I tripping off of that?
That turns my stomach.
Why?
I don't know. It's cosmetics. I don't want that in my mouth. I don't want the.
It's not okay. So
Anyway.
you don't want your girl to wear makeup?
I prefer no, but that's for selfish reasons. I'm being selfish.
Okay. So would you consider chapstick cosmetics?
No,
Why not?
honestly,
Uh-huh.
I don't have a valid reason.
Okay. Hey, I like this dude. I like him. I like this guy. In the past, he would have reached and found some kind of excuse to be like, man, look, man, some type of excuse.
Well, I know the chemical compound.
There we go. The chemical compound. I know. So you got it in you. You still.
I just don't feel like doing
yourself?
it today.
Okay.
I'd rather talk about this Snoop Dogg thing I did.
Congratulations on that, by the way, man. 30th anniversary of Doggystyle. You hosted it with Amazon. Talk about your experience
Bruh,
with
let me
seeing
tell
that.
you something. Snoop, it's nothing like Snoop Dogg.
Of course.
I mean, I know we always give him his flowers and like, but like when you be around Snoop and you see like every time I see him in person and I talk to him or interact with him or I just watch him or whatever the case may be, especially in person, it has to be, you have to be there to feel the energy. I get why he's who he is.
Right.
Because he's just like, it don't matter if you black, white, Mexican, like nothing, like it's just family.
It's love.
It's love.
Yeah.
You could be, the opposite flag as him. You
Yeah.
could be whatever the case. It's like, oh, nephew, it's all good.
Right,
like,
right.
whatever. And I just get it. And I was like, damn, I can't really think of anybody that I know that I've ever encountered that has that.
What do you
From
mean,
an
like,
entertainer standpoint.
that energy in terms of like embracing
The
everybody.
and this is gonna sound crazy, and I'm not even like pandering, but the closest thing I can actually relate it to is Big Boy. Big is the only thing that I've ever seen that comes close to the Snoop energy.
In terms of talking to every single, when we say that, because a lot of people don't know that we've seen Big interact off the radio.
Bro, we was at the Forum. Big was there for hours after the concert, taking every single picture.
I'll give you a step further.
And I'm talking about why the people were sweeping out. They already folded the chairs, put the barricades up.
Big is gonna
the
definitely
stage
talk
has been
to every single
dismantled.
person.
He in there.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, oh man, Big, I listen to you.
Yeah.
That.
I'll give it a step further. The TDE Christmas party, Christmas.
And the Nickerson
concert,
Gardens.
Nickerson Gardens. Big is every single photo, shaking every person's hand. Even in the this is when we were first over at Real. My dumb ass, I'm sitting there like trying to play security. Big don't got security like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm over there like, hey, yo, what are you doing? Like oh, I had to take a step back. Like, oh man, Big is of the people. It's like, so to your point, even in all circumstances, like he's that appreciative and he embraces the people like that.
That's the only. That's why I said Big is the only thing I've ever seen close to
that.
as close to Snoop Dogg. Because even when I thought Snoop was done, because let me backtrack. They hit me up. Shout to Sierra. They hit me up and was like, "Hey, would you be interested in hosting this Snoop Dogg live stream?"
Yeah. What? Of course.
No.
Yeah.
I'm busy that day. What the fuck you mean? You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
what I got going on?
So then
today?
I'm like, yeah. So then they were like, yeah. So all right, let me. They were like, full transparency. They were like, yeah. We're gonna check the budget and get back to you. You're gonna pay me to talk to Snoop Dogg?
Wow.
Okay,
Sure.
I'll do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cool. So then when they finally did it, so here's the chain of events. I agreed to do it. We set everything up. The day before, we were supposed to go over what I was going to be talking because they were going to let me do my thing.
Right.
So I got to talk. I was going to get to talk to Snoop Dogg with no script for 30 minutes. I could just talk to him about whatever. You're going to let me talk to Snoop about whatever I want for 30 minutes, bro. We going viral.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. So the day before we were supposed to go over my talking points, Snoop posts, "Please respect my privacy."
Smoking thing. Yeah.
I'm giving up smoke, and I was like, then I got the word like, Snoop is not gonna do the interview. You know, we're gonna do you and Battle Cat. And I'm like, oh, Battle Cat my OG, so it's gonna be us three. No, it's just you and Battle Cat. I'm like what you mean?
Yeah.
He just so now I'm like,
I got to talk about.
I never got a chance to interview Snoop. And now I was gonna interview Snoop on streaming live on Amazon. I'm like,
talking about Doggystyle.
Talking about Doggystyle.
Right.
I was deflated.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I was deflated. Yeah. But Battle Cat my OG, we made it work. Yeah. But and then obviously, you know, Snoop announced the grill and stuff like that afterwards. But being at that event showed me two things. Showed me one, that every time I'm in a space like that, it's like, oh damn, I do belong here. Right? Because when Snoop saw me before we went live and everything, we were at rehearsals and stuff like that. And Snoop saw me, and so I'm maybe 25, 30 feet away, right? I'm maybe 50 feet away. And he's over there with his people, and they're going over the camera blocking and stuff. You never done TV, it's called blocking. They set up the shots and whatnot. So as they're blocking and stuff like that, these white people are standing literally in front of Snoop, where they can't see me, they can't see, he can't, we don't have line of sight. And so as I'm standing there, I seen Snoop, his head peek out over the white people, and he goes, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna give you two of them. I'm gonna match you with the other one. He was like, so then when he got
this is during the performance, or this is
before.
Okay,
this is before we went live. So then he walked. He was like, hey, what's up, nephew? I'm like, nigga, nigga, what's up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Snoop. What we doing? Yeah. So then I was like, damn, I was really looking forward to that. But it ended up being really, really dope to see that. And it was cold. I ain't gonna lie, it was cold up there.
Really?
It was on a rooftop.
Okay.
But we was on the roof of the Amazon building.
Oh wow.
And what was dope though is to see it didn't matter. And I know I've been to Drake. I went to Drake's his last tour, which was Mid. Which one was that? The Blur with 21
it was all the Blur tour.
So I went to see that, and that was probably the most diverse crowd I've ever seen at a hip hop show.
Drake's?
At Drake shit.
Got you.
But then being at the Snoop thing showed me damn, this music is really universal.
Yeah.
Because it was old white dudes, and they were like, yeah, bow wow wow, yippee yo. And then it was just this old Jewish lady, because she was rocking her thing, this old Jewish lady, and she was like, and I was like, yeah, grandma, get to it. You know what I'm saying?
I heard somebody say, man, Snoop has fans between the ages of, I'm sure it's younger than that, but because they say from 8 to 80, but I would even say as young as 8 months to 80. Snoop has that range of just fans from all walks of life, all ages. It doesn't break that, man.
And I don't know. To me,
so you saw that in real time.
In real time, it was magic. Honestly, it was just dope to see that. Just to see that many people appreciating Snoop. And actually, if I'm being honest, I saw the same kind of adulation when I went to see the 50 Cent, the Final Lap tour, because it's you see music as it just impacts so many different people, different walks of life. Yeah. And it was just super dope. And I appreciate. Shout out to the whole Amazon team. Sierra, Andrew, Tim, everybody over there, Mercedes and D, and even Monet, they work behind the scenes diligently day and night to make these things happen. And people don't see the amount of work that goes into these live streams. They just get to turn on Prime Video and watch it for free.
Yeah.
But it's it's a lot of work.
That's fire, man. That you got a chance to experience that and see it from your end. Is there anybody that is close to that? We talked about Snoop, right? You mentioned Big Boy. 50 Cent. These are all people that are, of legendary status. They have at least 2-3 decades into the game. Do you see anybody that possesses that now early? They may not be there just yet, but in due time, they're gonna have that. They have that personality. They have what it takes to kind of have the longevity of captivating the fans from early on till however long they're into the game.
Not really. Not at all really new dudes. Not really.
Why not? So
I don't know. I think that's.
Let me ask you this. Could you say the same for Snoop?
Back then,
10 years ago.
10 years ago, yes.
But about 20 years ago,
maybe not. I think you have to grow into that. I think that comes with age, maturity, and understanding. For instance, Like I think will evolve into that, maybe, yes. But not right now. Like I could see, for instance, like because you can't really be a private person when you're out there like that, right? Like I live out loud on purpose, but that's because I don't ever want. I'm trying to come off as authentic as possible.
Yeah.
So that's why I live. You more private,
Right.
Right. So I think you have to put yourself out there like that in order to be that person.
Yeah.
And I think like I could see like from an artist standpoint,
Yeah. And I'm talking about somebody that's
I could see Q.
Schoolboy?
Yeah.
Schoolboy Q.
I could see Q evolving into that. Because he's kind of like that now.
But he's private though.
He is private, but I can see him evolving into it because he got the personality to do it.
But I'm saying somebody that, okay, Q is a decent example. Somebody that you see like just, again, that of course they're going to evolve into it, but they have all of the traits now.
Only person I could think
like,
of.
do you think Drake possesses that?
No.
Why not?
Because Drake is, to be honest with you, I don't feel like Drake is secure enough.
In terms of opening up about everything?
Drake doesn't come off to me as an open book. Drake is like the party. He's the fantasy guy. I don't know if I talked to you about this, but I look at Drake as the guy that's selling all the women the fantasy, and Dot is selling the women reality. So you got Kendrick who's selling you nothing but pure reality. There's no fantasy. There's no delusion. There's none of that. And then Drake is selling you pure fantasy.
But both need the balance of the other.
In theory.
No, I'm saying like
and Cole is somewhere in the middle.
That because I was going to bring that Cole. I feel like he has both. He may not. I think he's evolving into more of a public persona. Not public, but he's more public now. Obviously, doing features with more people, doing more interviews, so to speak. But I would look at somebody like that that will have those fans from both ages. And I think Dot is a good example of that also. And I also think Drake, I feel like all of those people kind of possess that.
The reason why I say that is Drake is public. For instance, I'm not saying that you have to put your kids out there, but we know about Drake's kid from Pusha T, right? Whereas somebody like Dot put his kids on the cover of his album. He talks about going to therapy. Jay-Z is like that. I think Jay-Z is probably like that. But
Jay-Z has decades in as well.
That's my point. So I could see somebody like Dot maybe evolving into that once he's over the mysterious shit. Like once he gets older and he don't care no more.
I love his I think we said this before. I love his burner account, Jojo Ruski.
Oh yeah, I love that.
It's hilarious.
But I think so, but Dot, see, that's what I'm saying. That's a perfect example of, we've talked about this on the show before, where I want people to know
see more, right,
of Dot.
Yeah.
Like he's goofy and funny, and he's not this Black Panther like kill all white people type person. Like he's really funny and entertaining. So to be honest with you, like I look at Drake as, he's not inauthentic, but I think that Drake gives a very topical layer of anything. And I'm not saying that he shouldn't.
Right.
That's what he's the best at it. And he's been doing it for almost 20 years or whatever. He's going to keep doing it. I don't look at like Joe Budden, all these people trying to hold Drake to the fire like, oh, he needs to evolve. For what? He's selling out arenas. He's doing what he wants to do. He can keep doing what he want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he wants to pivot, he can. He has the ability to do so. But I don't look at Drake as being somebody that's going to go through the arena and take every picture like Big Boy.
I don't know.
I can see Kendrick doing that before I see Drake doing that.
Yeah, but I mean,
and I see Cole doing that before I see Drake.
I'm gonna use his last tour as an example, right? And I didn't go, but that one I felt like from the optics, and again, I wasn't there, but it seemed as if he made it more personal this go round. Like he walked in from the back of the stadium all the way to the front.
That's a move that Edge and Christian been doing in WWE.
Okay, explain.
That's their entrance. Their entrance is walking in through the crowd.
But I'm saying, he hasn't done that on his past tours.
Yeah, it's just doing something different for the tour. He's not gonna do that for the next tour.
But I'm saying you're not gonna give him the grace of like, okay, he did kind of do something a little more intimate this go around.
That's not intimate. You see them big ass niggas around him walking through?
Yeah, I see it, but it's not that. I'm sure if Kendrick do that, he gonna have some big ass niggas around him too.
I think so, but I think Dot would get away with doing it by himself.
That's true. Dot was at a recent show. I forgot who the artist was.
Yeah, Dot be Dolo, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
You see him like he don't.
That's true.
well, I ain't gonna say like all the
I got
shit
you.
where
Yeah,
he
yeah,
live
yeah.
and shit, but
Yeah.
people hit me all the time like, y'all seen him working out by himself. Like, yeah, he be dolo a lot. Like even them pictures that he posts on his burner account
By itself.
those are like he set the phone down and take the picture. Like it ain't like he got a photographer with him. Drake and Meek and all they got photographers. Rick Ross, they got photographers full time to capture the moments.
Yeah.
I know that because Dot's pictures be blurry and shit. He don't even wipe the lens off.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, wifey be on my head about that, man. You didn't wipe the lens. I don't care. I don't care. You mentioned something a second ago. You said, I'm not as public and you are, right? And I think that in certain cases that may be true and may not be true. I think it just depends on the circumstances. I think I'm just not an out there person like by default. I have those traits and those characteristics in me, but I'm not hiding my wife. I'm not hiding my kids. Like I feel like I'm very perfect, not perfect, public in those senses. You know
I agree with you, but I look at that. That's the same thing as Drake. I don't know how Drake feels about Trump. I don't know how Drake feels.
Does it matter though?
No, I'm just giving you my the way I look at people. I know exactly how Dot feel about everything, and it might be through his music. I know exactly how Hov feel about everything, and it might be through his music. I know about him. I don't know if Drake go to therapy. I don't know if Drake ever had a problem with a gay person. Or I don't know. I don't know none of these things. Not that I have to. I'm just saying that I know these things about Kendrick. I know certain things about Cole. Cole has talked about insecurity. Cole has talked about having doubting himself. Cole has talked about, even with his interview with
Yachty,
with Lil Pump.
Oh,
like he have a song called Middle Child.
Have you seen that interview he did with Yachty? I got halfway through it. It's actually not that bad. But he to your point, he's
to me it's
he's
just
opening up more.
Correct. And
that
it's
sense.
the same thing. So I will look at more of you share what you want to share. And I think that those dudes share the stuff that, like for instance, the last episode we did, you shared things that you probably never ever shared before.
Right.
But that came from being forced in a position where we have to share in that way.
Got it.
Whereas, like I just told you about my teeth. That I didn't have to. So I could have did that before we started, but I didn't think about it. But I'm not hiding it either. It's like, nigga, hey, look, I don't like my teeth, bro. I don't like the way this angle is, and make my shit look crazy. Switch seats with me.
Got you. Quick question. Because now it just has me on this rant of just thinking about this, right? And what's so funny is I had this on the list of things to talk about. We kind of like randomly just went about it before we started. If you get in a relationship, would you share that?
No.
Why not?
For me, I'm not comfortable enough to do that yet.
Why? So
Because
walk me through that. Why not?
so for me, I'm very opinionated, and I think that I come from the school of Charlemagne. That to me, that's not something that is for the world because I'm so out there. It's only a few things that I keep. I don't keep. I share pictures of me fat on the treadmill with my shirt off. You know what I'm saying? I'm running down the beach with my titties bouncing in Honduras.
I'm about to say titties hanging. Yeah.
I share everything. It's only a few things that I'm not willing to share. Not because, like for instance, anybody that follows me on social media, they probably don't even know I have a brother and sister.
Very true. But they know your mom.
They know my mom. But my mom has become like, see, I look at it, this is crazy, but I look at my life like a television show, right? And everything is on the television, except things that are opted out of that are not supposed to be on TV. So if you're not supposed to be on the show, I don't even include you at all. Does that make sense? So my sister, my brother, if I get in a relationship, those are things that are not on the show.
If you're looking
They're not
at it,
written into
if
the
you're
script.
looking at it from a scripted
television
sitcom
show.
or however you want to because I'm also thinking what about reality TV where everything goes? Why wouldn't it be that?
That's why I don't do reality TV.
But I'm saying why? I'm not even saying why you not that, but I'm saying why not that frame of television versus that one?
For me, I think it's two things. One, I think is because I think people don't know what comes with this shit. Your wife is on social media and stuff. Like we even had this conversation. I don't follow niggas' girls. The only reason I follow Tasha is
y'all knew each other.
I knew her before you knew her. I don't follow PB's girl. I don't follow the homie Max. I don't follow Mary. I don't follow the
T-Mac,
homies' girls, right? Because it's just I never want to. They're not a part of the show.
But is that you not evolving to a point where it's like, okay, well maybe they can get a guest spot.
If they opt in, then okay, cool.
So what's required to them to opt in?
If you do a walk-on role in my TV show, right?
I love this scenario. Go ahead.
If you do a walk-on role in my TV show, you're opting into everything that comes with it. It could be hate. I don't want, like, for instance, you know me. I'm not tripping about comments. I don't care about everything. Bounces off of me. Everybody ain't built for that.
Right.
My brother, my sister, girls, anything that goes on in my life behind the scenes, I know that people aren't ready for that.
I get that, but what I'm saying is, like, did you have this conversation with your mom before she opted in, or how does one opt in?
I talked to my mom about it.
She's like, I want to be. Give me the contract. I want to be in episode 3.
My mom is fully opted in. She understands what it is, and she's a character on a TV show.
So all it would take is for your brother and sister to be like, oh, I want to opt in.
Then it's the show.
Have they expressed? Yeah, I'm cool.
No,
on that.
hell yeah.
They like, I don't want
nothing to do with it.
So okay, to my point. So now you dating somebody, right? And they say, I want to opt in.
Okay, that's cool. You can opt in, but here's the thing: I don't want to hear nothing about nothing ever.
What do you mean?
For instance, my mom, anybody that's like, you don't call me and be like, man, this is bullshit. Take that shit down.
Yeah,
everything goes.
Right.
There's no boundary.
As long as you understand.
As you understand. But everybody ain't built for this. That's why PB stay his ass off the camera. He ain't built for it. The nigga be like, PB, go.
Are you built for this, PB?
See?
He said, nah.
He not.
Damn.
But I
thought you would have fought
knew
back
that without
on
him saying that.
Got it.
Because every time we presented a situation for him to get on the camera or have an opinion or do it, he like, nah, I'm cool. I'm gonna stay. I'm off. But that level of self-awareness people don't have, which is why every time somebody does have that level of self-awareness, I commend them for that. Because I don't think people look at the cute shit. Oh my God, like Chuck and his wife matching Christmas sweaters, but they don't know what comes with that. It's not just all.
It's a glam, yeah.
Hell no, it's gonna be some hate. It might be, whatever. Well, that ain't y'all situation. Y'all been together, nigga, since the Ice Age.
But I understand. I understand that there's still things that come with that. You sign up for it.
Yeah. And so my mom, we've had the conversation. I don't just throw niggas into the fire. Yeah. Like, you don't see me just put niggas. I don't just walk up and put niggas on camera. No, I don't. Who do I put on camera?
I mean, I can name probably a few people at iHeart.
Who?
A couple of the interns.
Who?
I don't know the names, but I'm just saying when you would put the camera in their face and don't plug your shit or whatever, like certain things like that.
But they're interns to be on the radio.
Some may not want. Some are just interns. They're working at a radio station. And they may not want to be.
If they tell me they're not comfortable, I won't fuck with it.
Gotcha.
Which has happened before.
That is true. Yeah.
It's 2 people that actually told me I'm not comfortable being on camera, and I shut it down. Right. But going back to what I'm saying, it takes self-awareness to understand that.
Got you.
You're gonna, especially me.
And you feel like you're, and this is but you're more self-aware that they're not self-aware just yet. Because some people I know, they'll be like, yeah, I'm cool with it. And then
remember when the conversation came up with my dad, and I told him the only way I would have a sit down on air is on the radio live, right? And he was like, yeah, let's do it.
That was you jumping in and saying, nah, you don't really know what comes.
You don't know. You don't know what's finna happen.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shut it down. I'm not even finna do that to you. That's me understanding who I'm dealing with.
But
I made an executive decision.
But what if he really is about, you come from that, right? So what if he's really about that and you just don't know?
I give him what he asked him for. But I'm telling you, my problem is not that people have problems. My problem is that I told you, and you bring me the problem.
Got you.
I told you already. Don't bring it to me.
So there's gonna be no point at any point in time we will see you post a relationship.
Probably not.
What about when you get married?
I mean, she'll probably post it.
But I'm saying, would you have that conversation like, nah, man, I don't want none of this?
I don't see the point of me posting that.
Why not?
Because to me,
if she gonna
to
post
be honest with you, it's dumb to me.
What if she do a collab post? You ain't gotta do nothing, but I'm just gonna collab post.
I mean, I'll probably do it. I'll probably go with it, but I'm not thrilled about it at all. But that's a conversation I would have. It's like, I'm not comfortable. I'm more Charlemagne than I am Envy. Like, I know his wife, and then, we've had conversations and everything, but the world don't know his wife. There's 2 pictures online of Charlamagne's wife.
Right.
And that's because it was like somebody really being on some sneak shit type shit. But I'm come from that. I don't want my kids and my wife and shit online unless we try to make some money off. Like your son, I'd have been monetized his ass. He getting monetized. YouTube channel, all that. Him unboxing toys, nigga. We finna make 6 figures off that little nigga. I don't know if my son gonna be like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know.
You don't know, yeah.
It depends on the circumstance. If you know what's fucked up? I just thought about it. I think if it's monetizable, I'll fuck with it. I just thought about that in real time. If somebody paying me for my wedding, we can stream it live.
Brand deals.
Yeah. I'm with all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's progress.
Yeah.
So it's
fucked up that I'm a capitalist.
At least the thing is, at least you're aware of it. And I think, and I've always said this about you. I said the person that ends up with you has to understand that. Everything you just explained, you have to be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? With the show. You gonna be a part of the show or you not? And if you're a part of the show, you might not want the cameras on at 3 a.m. because that's part of the show.
That's part of the show.
That happens.
I be catching my mom going to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
I know we veered off into that because I was thinking about that before. Literally, I was thinking about that before we got on. I was like, I wonder if he would ever post a situation like that.
I don't see outside of it monetizing, I don't see the point of posting it. I wouldn't have social media if I wasn't in entertainment. I'm just not into sharing like that, and I'm not into other people. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. So what's the
fine line between, because I hear what you're saying, right? But what's the fine line of then not being a part of the circus, right?
Well, I don't think you should clown. I don't like, for instance, I would like, we've had multiple opportunities to do we have homegrown, and our brand color is green. Many people of weed companies and smoke companies have tried to collab with us, and we won't do it. Yeah, that's the line. It's just you figure out what your boundary is and you stick to it, regardless of whatever it is. Yeah. I got opportunities to go make money doing certain things. It's just not worth it to me. Yeah, to take the brand hit or to compromise my integrity. So it's not worth it to me. It got to be worth it. Now, I'm not saying everybody ain't got a number. If somebody came to us and was like, hey, we want to do this, this vape pen, right? And we don't give homegrown $1 million a month. Well, nigga, we selling vape pens. Man, we PB puffing it on camera. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We figured it out. Now he's like, I want to be a part of the show. Sign me that now you want to be a part of the show.
But I'm just saying.
I got you.
It's just not, to me, I'm not there yet. Let me share this,
please.
And then we can talk about some hip hop shit. Have you ever had a dream that you was on the toilet?
No. That's only a DJ Hed thing.
That's not only a DJ Hed thing.
You've had sorry, I'm gonna look off camera. PB, you've had a dream of being on the toilet? No.
You ain't never had a dream? Yes.
Have you ever had a dream of being on the toilet? No.
Okay, listen, bro. That's not, first of all, fuck y'all.
I'm just saying. Second, if you're watching this and you've had a dream about you being on the toilet.
That's not uncommon, Chuck Dizzle.
I'm not saying that. I just want to know. I just want to know the ratio of our audience now. So
fuck our audience.
Yeah, no. If you've ever had a dream of being while being on the toilet, you said?
You're asleep in the bed, but you have a dream that you're going to the bathroom, that you woke up and went to the bathroom.
I think probably the last time I pissed on myself, I did that.
That's what I did.
Oh, that's what you did?
Yeah. I did. I had to wash all my shit. I did. It wasn't crazy.
Yeah, it was there.
But it was just urine.
So when you framed it up, I thought you meant like doing the number 2 on the toilet in your dream.
No.
You're saying,
number 1. I was asleep, right?
You a grown ass man that pissed on yourself.
39 years old. But it happened like every 10 years. Every 10, 15 years it happens. So to me, it happens. So look.
The last time that happened, I was probably like 12.
Really?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. And I was embarrassed to even think. I was like, I'm too grown for this.
Wait. So I'm asleep, right? I had a dream. I woke up like it was
He said,
Woo! Like I felt like
whoa,
I was
about to take on the day.
I was rested.
You not. You about to clean them sheets.
I was rested. I felt like I heard the trash truck out. You know, it's a beautiful morning. It was just birds is chirping. I'm like, oh, okay, I got
cool.
sleep.
Yeah.
You know, I don't sleep. So I'm like, damn, I'm rested. So, you know, you go to the bathroom. And this is how I should have known I was dreaming, but it's a dream. You don't know. I open a
Oh wait, so this is your dream.
in my dream.
Oh snap!
I got up out the bed, went in the bathroom, opened the sliding window like at my grandma's house.
Hear
Open
birds chirping.
Birds is chirping. I'm looking like, yeah, this is it. I, you know, whip out and I just, you know, waiting for it to happen. And I started like, you know, the mechanism to push. And I started, it wasn't crazy. I was at like 2 to 3 PSI, right? So as I'm
shut up, dog.
So as I'm pushing, it's like, okay, I feel it coming, and it's taking longer than it usually, you know, longer than usually come out. And I'm like, what's going on? So then, so I kind of go like this, like my leg a little bit, like to see what's going on, and I realize I can't move my leg. I'm like, wait a minute, move my leg, and I'm like, I'm trying to move my. Then I realize, like, I'm trying to like shift a little bit, like to, and I realize I can't really move because in my dream, I'm standing over the toilet, but my body not responding like I'm standing over the toilet, right?
You laying down?
I'm laying down like a motherfucker.
Were you on your back or your stomach?
I was on my side. Oh. I was on my side, like kind of like
looking crazy.
Hey,
you got cameras in your house, right?
Listen, I'm on my side.
Please tell me you got cameras.
They don't activate when I'm there.
Damn.
So unless something happens. So I'm laying there and I'm like laying on my stomach side a little bit, and a little bit of urine came out, and I'm like, oh, I'm asleep.
No. Wake up. Yo.
Yo. Oh, I'm asleep. That's exactly what I was.
Hey, yo.
I was like, oh, I'm asleep, right? So I'm like, oh, shit. So as I'm looking, what's fucked up is, okay.
Go ahead.
I was sleeping naked, right?
Okay.
But listen.
All right.
But listen.
All right.
So I look down.
Let's wrap this up. Come on.
So look, I look down and I see pee coming out my urethra, right? I was like, I didn't shut it off in time. So I cut it off, right? And I jump out and run to the bathroom, and I finish. And I'm like, I just pissed myself. But it was a little bit, it was like, you know, a little circle. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, so I tweeted about it. And people, you know, relate. That's not some DJ Hed shit.
It's your audience. That's cool. Your algorithm, your audience, for sure. So put in the comments, when's the last time you pissed on yourself? 12. All right. PB, when's the last time you pissed on yourself?
That's not true. PB lying. He a light skinned nigga. Them niggas be pissing on themselves. They just can't see it.
Let us know. I'm curious because I just want to know if any, you know, where the audience is going, you know, land within this.
Hey, listen, man. I'm just here to give you this real shit.
Oh my God. Okay, so we got to talk about some real things. All right, and some of this is old, some of this is kind of new, but you know, we want to kind of wrap it up with a couple of things that have happened. This actually happened today, at the time of recording this. It's saying Diddy temporarily steps aside as chairman at Revolt. We know, you know, based off the last couple of weeks, the allegations that's been coming out, him settling that situation with Cassie.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to flip the conversation. Well, first of all, what's your thoughts on it?
God bless everybody involved.
There we go. So we're gonna take that route. What I really wanted to comment on was this conversation always tends to happen, right? Where we see somebody in the limelight, some things happen, accusations, some things are truthful, some things may not be, right? Or alleged, whatever. Does this separate your thoughts on who Diddy is?
No.
Can you separate the person from the allegations?
Not the person. I can separate the art from the person.
The art, that's what I meant. The art.
I can separate people's music from what they partake in.
Why do you think people have a hard time doing that?
because I don't have. Honestly, if I'm being honest with you, I think that I don't have enough empathy to latch on the way other people do.
What if it was a personal situation?
That's what I'm saying. If it was my sister, then or
course,
somebody, whatever, then yeah, of course I wouldn't fuck that nigga, fuck his music, whatever. But because I lack empathy, the way other humans, I'm working on it. But because I lack so much empathy, I'm able to separate a lot of. I'm able to compartmentalize a whole lot of stuff that other people probably can't do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's. I mean, obviously the whole situation is unfortunate. We don't know everything that's going on, and obviously more things are popping up, and conversations are being had, and we don't know left from right at this point, right? But it reminds me of that lyric from Dot. When shit hits the fan, are you still a fan? And I go back and I think about like times where people's, I'm a fan of either somebody's music, and you have to separate. Do you rock with it or not? And I know for me, when it comes to a professional setting, I'm just using R. Kelly for an example, right? Music is dope. When everything happened, a lot of people split from that. I remember working DJing a wedding, and they was like, yeah, don't play any R. Kelly at this point.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. But damn, I know this is going to get people on the dance floor. You got to separate what you rock with.
I'm okay with everybody making an individualized decision. It's just like the vaccine. Some people got the vaccine, some people didn't. A lot of people got the fake cards, whatever.
Yeah.
You make your choice for you and your family. So me personally, I'm able to separate it, but that don't mean that I should put that burden on people
somebody
around
else,
me.
right? But I feel like when people have that, like, 'cause I kind of feel the same way. It's like it doesn't personally affect me, and I've seen the people's lives that he's affected in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's hard to discount that. Over here, yes, it's crazy some of the accusations that I've seen, and I don't condone that at all, right? However, I see this side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's the same thing. I can separate it, but when it's coming from the opposite end, people that aren't able to separate the two, it seems like they have a hard time looking at it from that mindset.
I think in the heat of the moment, people are hypocritical because everybody's moved past R. Kelly. Well, not everybody. A lot of people have moved past R. Kelly. A lot of people have moved past Chris Brown. A lot of people, let's just be honest, right? So I was talking to a friend of mine. I won't say her name, but she was saying the same thing. Like, and then different people have left his organization, stuff like that, right? But I believe, and I'm not trying to do none of the. I don't want to get involved at all. But I'm just saying, speaking for me, I think people pick and choose when they want to feel away. It's selective morality. Because you might feel a way about this isn't right. For instance, diamonds, right? Mm-hmm. I've actually seen people advocate against blood diamonds who have diamonds on.
Right.
I've actually seen that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Oh man, blah blah blah.
Or
well,
Nikes.
if you've done research, as much research as I do on shit, then you would know that 90% of those diamonds that you got are coming from those mines.
Right.
Cobalt is mined in inhumane conditions, inhumane conditions from Africans with no shoes, no health care, no nut. Cobalt, that's in every electronic we use. Right. Are you gonna stop using phones, cell phones? Yeah. You gonna stop using laptops? No, you're not. You don't know who making weave hair. They're scalping Indian girls for y'all to put this hair in y'all head. You gonna stop doing that? So I think people pick and choose the battles that they're willing to fight. That's why I don't fuck with it. That's why I don't get involved.
You don't even want to get in the conversation.
I don't even want to, because when I start having that conversation, well, no, that's different. It's the same. It's wrong and right, right? So if you know the difference between wrong and right, you just pick and choose when you want to indulge in it. That's not okay either. I'm just real enough to say, hey, you know what? I don't care where the cobalt came from in the iPhone, right? I like iPhones. I'm gonna buy iPhones. That's the truth. Right. Nobody wants to own and wear that.
Right.
That's the problem.
I get that. That makes sense. Have you heard Andre 3000's new album?
No. Somebody told me, salute to 3 Stacks. Somebody told me to listen to it. Don't listen to it while I'm driving or operating heavy machinery, right? And I took that as, all right, let me when I get done, I'll be listening to like these meditations and stuff like that. And
it's perfect for that.
Let me put that on when I'm doing that. Perfect. I just been going, so I haven't been on that. But yeah, I'm
it's perfect for that.
I'm gonna do that.
When I tell you,
I don't run baths, but I might take a bath and do that whole thing.
on 3 separate occasions, instantly put my son to sleep.
Really?
Oh, I live by it. I love the new album.
Hey, this remind me of when we had the Plastic Cup Boys, Kevin Hart's Plastic Cup Boys on the show, and you dissed that nigga?
I didn't diss him. It wasn't a diss. It
You
wasn't a
said
diss.
you got some good sleep watching his comedy special.
No, I didn't say that. It may kind of like been framed that way.
That's what you said.
I happened to fall asleep on his part.
Why?
It was just it was late.
It was late.
It was late.
That's what you rocking with?
Yeah.
If it was fire, would you have fell asleep?
Probably not. Probably not. I would have been up watching the rest of it. Because I think I did wake up after his part went off.
Wow.
But it's no shot. No shot. Anyway. New Blue Sun is the album. Shout out to Andre 3000. I actually rock with it. I do. I heard an interview of him saying he feels free to create, and what he loved about it is that it was kind of like him being a baby at this. And as a listener, there were certain parts I was like, oh, he freestyling this. Like, you can tell. Like, certain parts I didn't really rock with too much as far as like
he freestyling.
Right? Like, he's picking up the flute and learning. And some of the songs he recorded, it was his first time actually recording. So he just, as an artist and as a creator, according to him, he's just letting it go, right?
Yeah.
So certain parts of the album, I kind of felt that I was like, oh, okay, yeah, they just let this one rock. But there's been an interesting conversation around this because apparently he's sold more in the first week, which that's a whole different conversation we can get into, than quite a few people in hip hop as of right now.
Really?
Nas being one of them, Logic, Lil TJ, ESTG, Ice Spice, Lil Wayne, Kodak Black. They said Macklemore dropped the album. Ray Shrimmer, West Side Gun, French Montana, Yo Gotti, and Drama. All of them dropped the album this year, and all their numbers were under 24,000, which Andre dropped, and he's outsold all of them in that 1 week. I don't really like having the conversation in the first week. I feel like that's all BS anyway.
Yeah.
But it's just an interesting parallel that people are making between this, and obviously making it a highlight and saying like, damn, he outsold these people with a flute. What are your thoughts with this? First of all, do you think it's disrespect that people call it the flute album?
No.
And not call it by the name?
No. If it's a flute album, it's a flute album.
Why not just? Yeah, I guess that's just funny to me.
Hey, listen, bro.
I'm picking and choosing now. That's just funny. Because even when I was talking about it, I was like, damn, what's the name of the album? I forgot the name.
I don't know the name of the album.
It's New Blue Sun. I just said it a second ago.
I forgot it.
That's crazy.
That fast.
But yeah, no, it outsold a lot of the mainstream rappers in this first week, of it coming out.
Sidebar. Look at this. So I got a text message from, I'm not gonna say who it is, and you don't have to say who it is, but it goes back to literally what we was just talking about.
I was just about to say, I think I got the same text.
You got the text?
Yep. Literally just got that same text.
And
of how the post resonates with people.
Exactly. But yeah, sorry. Anyway, I just had to do that in real time.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I'm looking like, who was? Yeah.
I want to talk about this. I want to talk about two things.
Wait, hold on. I want to make sure I finish with that one, right? Okay, yeah, okay. So you haven't heard the album?
No.
Do you plan on listening to it?
I told you, yeah. When I'm gonna run me a bath.
You're gonna run a bath.
Well, I gotta clean my tub.
I think you should do it when you get to next Yoni steam.
Fuck you. I'm not. I didn't get a Yoni steam. It was a male version.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. No, I don't. Some all. Never mind.
It was for the man.
So it's 2 flutes would be playing.
What?
I rarely get one. I
don't even compute. Right. I don't even understand what you just said.
All right, for sure. Moving on. What else you got to say? That's good.
That wasn't good because I don't even understand what you just said.
Sure.
That was so lowbrow that Is it disrespectful to call the nigga joke lowbrow?
The brows didn't even raise.
Yeah, that was so lowbrow. So let me ask you this: your son is how old?
Well, one of my sons is 5.
The oldest son,
5.
5. Let's say in 10 years,
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
you take him to a Rams game.
We actually went to a Rams game too.
I don't.
I know it was a Chargers game. Sorry.
You went to a Laker game.
No, I'm thinking of. We went to a football. Shout out to
All right,
Charlotte.
so
We got
10 years
tickets
from
to a
now,
Charlotte
he
game.
15.
Yep.
You take him to a Rams game. Okay. What? Yeah.
Come on, let's get to it.
You take your son to a Rams game in 10 years. He's 15 years old, and he is out of pocket. Right? He's yelling. He's cursing. He's being disrespectful to the people around him, to the players, whatever the case. He's completely embarrassing the family. Right? How do you deal with that?
I'm not taking him to the game in the first place because he's shown. First of all, we talking about T.I and his son. We all knew. His son been out of pocket from jump. Like it's nothing new.
Yeah, but
Nah.
what? So C3, that's your son.
C3 ain't coming to the game.
So let's say he just jump out of pocket randomly. How do you deal with that at the SoFi Stadium? And C3 is standing on business.
He's standing on business. Live streaming. Standing on business. I don't know, man. That's a tricky one for me because I think because my son is, as of right now, thank God, he's so opposite of that. And we joke about how the times that he does turn up in his own little world, he doesn't do it in public. And I love that about him. He has enough sense to be like, all right, I'm not going to embarrass mommy and daddy, right? But if that happens in public, man, I think I would probably get out of character. Because that's one of those things I don't like. I don't like when
I only seen you out of character one time.
What was this?
You won't remember. It was Drunk Chuck.
Oh, damn.
We was downtown and you got into it with this dude out front of the club and you was finna fight him. Yeah, you won't remember. Don't worry about it. I ain't never seen. That's the only time I ever seen you out of pocket.
Yeah, that sounds very anti-drunk, Chuck, because I'm usually happy drunk. But
nah,
not that night, huh?
Nah, because Tasha was with us.
I do. Actually, I do remember that.
You remember that?
It happened in the club.
Yeah.
What's funny about that moment?
They knocked my laptop down that night.
I remember. Wait, was that was a club, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of something. I think I'm thinking of something else.
I don't know where we was at. I don't remember, but I remember you tripping, and I was like, "Bro, let's go." And he was like, "I mean, you
you the only one to tell me
nah,
let's go?"
I think Tyron might have been there. I don't remember.
There was so I'm thinking about something.
Maybe your brother or somebody. Your cousins.
I don't remember you being
I was there
because I associated. I didn't know it was an event. I thought it was a club.
It was
right?
something. I don't know. We ain't gonna work it out now, but
yeah, we not. Yeah,
it was something.
Okay. Anyway, I don't think I would get to that extreme. I think I would pull him out of the situation and just like I would.
You would snatch him up.
I would snatch him up and end the day right there. I just don't. I don't tolerate kids disrespecting their parents. I don't like that. I even look at other people a little. I'm not gonna lie. I judge people sometimes when their kids are getting out of pocket.
Their reaction to it.
And their reaction to it. To those that are just calm about it, like, oh, it's okay. Nah, like you can't allow that to happen and continue to happen. Everybody's parenting styles are completely different, and I respect that. But at least remove everybody from the situation so it doesn't further anymore. Like that situation, either T.I. respectfully, and I don't know. I don't know if they knew he was on live stream. I think they did know, but I'll just let him have his moment and been done with it. He's grown at this point to the point now. He's an adult.
Yeah, he over 18.
He's over 18. Had he been younger than that, I would have tried to snatch him out of there and end it. Now that you're an adult, I would remove myself from the situation. Because anything that you say is only gonna feed into his argument and his point. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I don't know how I would react, but I seen the Charleston white dude going in.
I don't even know what he said.
Yeah, he was going in and T.I. talking shit about King. I didn't like that. If I would here's my thing. 2 things, right? This is my take on it. If I'm King, you know your pops. Mm-hmm. You know his background. You know what he about. You know he caught a federal gun charge, multiple. Like, why are you playing with that man?
Playing, dog.
Don't play with him. Secondly, I don't agree with people with other people. And now I know we talking about it. It's been a news cycle, whatever. But I don't agree with grown people commentating on other people's kids.
Why not?
Because I'm talking about not that's not fair. Not commentating, ridiculing and chastising
How they parent their kids.
Not how they parent. I think you can critique people's parenting. I don't think it's fair for you to critique someone else's kid.
Ah, got it. No matter the age, because he's a grown man now. It's different.
Yeah, you're right.
If I can understand that same
Like
argument.
if C3 was 10 years old,
yeah,
don't talk to him.
leave it leave it alone. Talk to me. Once C3 hit 18,
you're right.
You're right, man. He's fair. It's fair game.
You're right.
And to your point, and I don't know if they signed up for this, but it's like you are benefiting off of the likeness of your dad. Going back to Kings, you profit off of this. Mm-hmm. No matter how you feel about where you grew up or what, you still profit off of this.
I just think that boy he needs just healing and therapy, honestly, because it's obviously he got a lot of trauma that he haven't dealt with. Because I was watching the clips from the past when he was doing the shows, and you could see there's like something there.
Yeah, for sure.
And I just,
I'm not saying he doesn't have a reason. Everybody, I was literally just talking to my mom about this, and the way how I'm understanding as a parent, right? What we feel like we're doing and how we feel like we're benefiting our kids and how they internalize it. So my mom was telling me, like, she was going off on, being, when her and my pop split up and how she did everything. She recounted a story that I had no idea about. Something about my dad I had no idea about, right? Mm-hmm. And to be perfectly honest, man, my dad was a great man, but he had his flaws also, right? Just like anybody. And she was telling me about this story of like one time when the lights got cut off. And she was like, and I had to leave work that day and you were home with the lights. I said, I have no recollection of that. I remember you working late. I was telling her because she worked for the city of Compton. I was like, I remember Tuesday. We were just talking about, I remember Tuesday nights, being a latchkey kid. I remember those are the nights where I had to figure out food for myself those nights because I knew you would, you had, work super late, and it was just, we were laughing about it. And she was like, yo, I remember this one time the lights got cut off because X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, yo, I don't remember that at all. She was like, yeah, that was one of the reasons why. So we were going into this whole conversation. But again, my point is, as a kid, you internalize things. You don't realize the surroundings and what's going on, right? So as a kid, you look at it one way. And as an adult, especially as a parent, you look at it and internalize it a completely different way. So I understand that although he may have been with his grandmother, he may or may not have been in a mansion, the way he internalized it, there's some trauma to that. So that's very valid. But don't act like you're not benefiting off of this as well. And that's my only thing. And second part of that, I feel like this is karma for T.I, right?
Why?
T.I was no saint growing up. He wreaked havoc on his parents and his grandma, whoever raised him. So I feel like he's getting a part of that also.
I can see that.
So, I mean, whether you believe that's good or bad or indifferent, whatever the case may be, I think he's dealing with that also. Like, damn, this is a reincarnate. This is me growing up. You know what I'm saying? So
probably, I can see that,
man. I kind of look at it from both angles and just like, you know what? Like you said, hopefully they figure that situation out. But yeah,
I'm gonna say 4 words. I want you to tell me what you think.
Go ahead.
Truly humble under God.
Only because I know what we about to get into. I can tell you what I don't think of.
What?
I don't think of Young Thug.
So you think what his lawyer said is cap?
I'm not gonna say it's cap. I just say I don't think about that.
That's cap, man. That's bullshit. He freestyled that.
No, so what do you think?
So what happened was,
go ahead.
Young Thug's lawyer in open court said the true meaning. Well, he said the meaning of thug was truly humble under God.
Yeah, I just wonder if,
in defense of a man named Young Thug.
I was telling, I think I was telling PB this off camera. I'm like, I'm not okay. 2 parts. I'm not a Thug fan to know like all of his lyrics and all that, right? But I remember being a Tupac fan. I'm still being a Tupac fan and being a Snoop Dogg fan, and people demonizing what they did and the characters that they displayed. Yes, they have lyrics that's on display of this, that, and the third, but I knew enough of their music to be like, well, no, that's not the case, because Pac had Keep Your Head Up, right? Snoop got a song about his mom's. Like, they have other music to kind of balance it out, you know, however you want to look at it. And to Thug's point, the one time I met him, he was the nicest person that I've probably encountered. One of the nicest people that I've encountered at the station. Yeah. So that has me thinking like, well, okay, I see what's going on. Like, you want to make sure that people understand that there's a different side of him. But I think that was a little, that's a reach. That's a reach. Super reach. I just want to know if Thug knew.
Hey, look, this the play we gonna run.
This one here. There's a couple of different acronyms I need you to.
Yeah, so look, I'm gonna say some bullshit, right? And then I need you to just look serious.
Just keep it straight face.
Just keep it straight face.
Hey, you better not laugh. Don't laugh. What do you say? Pushing people for
positivity.
Hey man, look.
This is from the same group of people.
Hey man.
Who was allegedly sneaking paraphernalia into the club, into the courtroom, and running plays. And I'm like, bro, what are y'all doing? You didn't even have to say that.
You didn't.
You didn't have to say nothing. You didn't have to even say nothing.
Just like, you know what? like what I just said. Hey, you know that you might
have to say nothing.
You might hear some lyrics that, you know, would paint my client in a certain way. However, these are the charitable things he's done. He's given away, you know, he gave, I forgot, there was one story about Thug. He gave money, or I forgot what it was, but it was something that was in the headlines 3 or 4 years ago. I think he had bailed, or was that Lil Baby? He bailed some people out of jail, or like something around people that were incarcerated. You can talk about all the positive things he's done, but that acronym, bro, that ain't it. And he's probably like, yo, this gonna set the tone. Nah.
You didn't even have to say nothing,
You didn't have to say nothing, bro.
Like, you could have left that alone.
Sit down. Just sit down.
You could have said anything. It's like how women complain about the lies niggas be saying. Like, yeah, you know, I just came from, man, I was working 18 hours. Nigga, I didn't even ask you where you was. Why you in here lying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't even have to say nothing. But anyway, I just feel like that was definitely a white person who came up with that. That was nobody from where we from that came up with that. Mm-hmm. That was nobody of color who came
So
up
do
with
you
that.
think at this point, where do you go from that point? Do you let him go?
No. I think
You're stupid.
Huh?
You dumb.
What do you say?
Nope.
I think this is what happens, right? I think if I'm the judge, right, and this white man gets up in my courtroom and says that to me, right, I think I would just put my microphone aside and just start closing it. And just be like, who the fuck do you think I am?
What are we doing?
You think because I got this robe on, I'm a dumb motherfucker? I be doing my robe like...
We need to take a recess. Give me
Come
10
see
minutes
me in my chambers.
Give me 10 minutes in the chamber.
Come see me in my chambers.
Don't pull that again.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that ain't
Now
it.
I'm viral because of your stupid ass. You know what I'm saying? Yo, the play you came up with.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? We don't need that kind of attention on this
don't
case.
need any of
but
that.
Anyway,
yeah.
That was a bad play, in my personal opinion. However, I've never been tried for RICO, so I don't know what the pressure is like, honestly.
Man, this is. I feel like,
you know what?
What?
I'm gonna provide some grace. You on trial for RICO. That means, nigga, they finna wash you out forever. I'm probably gonna throw everything against the wall.
At the books.
Everything. Fuck it. Just go in the end zone and look up.
Hail Mary. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Just go, because I mean, shit. What do you got to lose at this point?
You got to lose. Because I was gonna say, on the other end, would you rather somebody not attempt at all?
Nah, that's why I say, let me recant. That's it.
All right, man. Continue to subscribe, rate, comment these episodes. I still want to know, at what age did you piss on yourself? If you can give us the age.
Oh my gosh, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Because Head was 39.
Shut the fuck. That's not what it is. That's not the narrative. It was I had an accident.
That is exactly the narrative.
I had an accident.
Hey, man. Yo, urethra, what would you say? You, exactly. At what age, you know what I'm saying, did you, I'm going to leave that alone. Let us know. All right. We'll catch y'all next time. Homegrown Chuck Dizzle DJ Hed live from the Fat Factory Studios. Appreciate each and every one of you that rock with us and continue to support. Catch y'all next time.